Even with all of its flaws, I still think it's a creative film, and I don't know, maybe it'd be fun to talk about it afterwards. Maybe I was desensitized doing all this research, but I also enjoyed the prequel comic books. After all, my favorite characters in there. There's also a manga that was made, Legends of the Dark Crystal, and it's supposed to take place in between these books and the movie, so these books don't even bridge the gap between the start of the... It leaves still on a cliffhanger. These books still leave on a cliffhanger. Speaking of manga, there were plans to make a sequel to The Dark Crystal, another movie, but the film ended up getting canceled. But a 12-part comic series is being produced by Boom Studios, and it's not even completed yet. They're only on like the second installment. This is recent, you guys, so now is a great time to get into the Dark Crystal fandom. Like I said, I think that Dark Crystal is a creative story. Jim Henson really bit off more than he can chew making this movie, but seeing how many comics have been made to tell this story, maybe the Dark Crystal is told better through comics and not with the limitations of puppets from the 80s. Anyway, that's just what I thought about the movie. If you're hearing this, that means that you made it. This video, as of right now, is the longest video on this channel. I hope I was able to keep you entertained for such a long time. Be sure to check out all the other YouTubers who participated in this collab thing. I don't know why I agreed to do this. How do you guys make such long videos and not hate yourself? Just making this video took a part of my soul. I'm recording this end card after I finished editing it all, and I'm just leaning on the wall of my closet. I just wanted to be done. I need to thank my friend Ginger Pale, who just went above and beyond and colored a lot of the pictures, so that's why some of the pictures looked better than the ones that I usually drew. Shut up. Like, I would just tell him, hey, draw this, and then he would just do it. What? If it wasn't for him, this video would have come out like a day later. He put off working on his own video so he could help me, so everyone go thank Ginger Pale. And I bought a Chamberlain Funko Pop, cause he's my favorite. Why is he my favorite? I don't have to explain anything to you. On my Imgur account, I made a comment a year ago that's just, a reference to the Dark Crystal, and you should all upvote it. So just frick, man. Just wear your seatbelt. Jeff, you have the board. I'll take random James trivia for 400, Alex. This was James's first career choice before his YouTube channel kicked off. Oh, I know this one. What is a male prostitute? Okay, that bit's done now. Male prostitute was never a career goal. Well, I mean, it's not completely off the table. You never know how YouTube will turn out. If you didn't know this Odd Ones Out trivia, I wanted to be a math teacher when I grew up. My dream job was actually a cartoonist, but since me and my parents didn't think I'd be able to make any money drawing pictures, I chose a math teacher as my, I'll settle for this job. I mean, I like math, so I wouldn't have hated being a math teacher, and I'm also probably good at teaching children. I haven't checked though, but how hard can it be? Listen kids, I have 2.7 million subs on YouTube, so if you want a shout out, you'll have to do the homework. And I thought that a teaching job would give me enough free time to doodle cartoons, so being a math teacher would have been perfect. But oh boy, that did not turn out how I expected. If for some reason my channel died and I stopped making YouTube videos, I would probably go back to school and finish my math education major. And then I'd be teaching a class and then one of my students would find out that I used to do YouTube, and then they'd say, Mr. James, are you the Odd Ones Out? The Odd Ones Out? I haven't heard that name in years. You shouldn't smoke in front of children, Mr. James. I just want to point this out. In my peeing video, I drew my first grade teacher like this, and in my Harry the Moth video, I drew my kindergarten teacher like this. Do you have an explanation on why they're drawn so similar? Yeah, I was lazy. Teachers play such an important role for children, and if I'm being honest, I don't think they get paid enough to take their job seriously. A good teacher can make you excited to learn the material and actually teach you, while a bad teacher can not only waste your time and not teach you anything, but also crush your dreams. I took choir in 9th grade. Everyone had to take it, okay? It was a prep school. I'm not weird. And one time while we were singing a song, the teacher said, "Stop. Who's flat?" Then she pointed at a boy and told him, "You, sing." And he sang for a bit. Then she pointed at another boy, "You, sing." Then she went through a couple more, and then she pointed to me and said, "You, sing." And I sung. Stop, James, during the next song. don't sing. Either she had really good hearing or I was just that terrible at singing. Now, I really hated choir, so if given the choice to sing or not sing, I would choose not every time. But what if I actually wanted to be a singer? And when I sang just then, I was trying my hardest. That would have been soul crushing. I would have given up on music right then and there. Thankfully, my art teacher was a lot more laid back. She definitely had favorite students, and I wasn't one of them, but she never told anyone not to draw. One time I showed my art teacher my newest comic, which at the time was this one, and without telling her that I was the one who made it, I asked, "What do you think of this art style?" And she said, "Oh, I hate it, but it's fine if you like it. In my classroom, we try to go for realism, but people with that art style can still have successful careers." She said she hated it. Teachers just need to be more supportive with students and teach them in creative ways. That's why I think so many people hate math. You just haven't had a teacher that made you want to learn. You'd pay attention and study for the tests if I was your math teacher, wouldn't you? Don't get me wrong, teaching isn't an easy job, and even the best teacher can't make everyone in their class excited to learn. I mean, I probably could, but there's definitely a difference between a good and bad teacher. I had this French teacher in 9th grade, and she made me really hate French, and by association, the entire country of France. She spoke English on the first day of class, and then only spoke French for the rest of the year. We were in French 1, by the way. I didn't understand anything that was going on. I would just tune her out. I'd be doodling on a piece of paper, and then people would get out their textbooks and start flipping through it, and then I'd think, oh, we're doing this now? I didn't learn anything in that class. Honestly, I barely know any French. This is all the French words that I know. I can count to 10. Ou, deux, trois, carte, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf. Okay, I can only count to 9. And I know that Eiffel Tower is Tour Eiffel, quack is coin, and door is portal. My twin sister, who's in the same class and had the same living conditions as me, turned out a lot different. She learned a lot of French and continued to take classes after 9th grade. So maybe this whole knowledge thing has a lot to do with the student and not the teacher. Nah, it's the teacher's fault. Did anyone else, when you were little, think that your teacher lived at the school? Because I remember one time my kindergarten teacher came to school in her pajamas and told us that she lived at the school. And that made perfect sense. Yeah, this is your home. This is the only place I ever see you, therefore you live here.
Man, I wish I could work in my pajamas.
When I went to community college, I had a math teacher who was this old grandpa, and on the first day, he told us that he never missed a class in 20 years. But then the very next day, he didn't show up. Now, in college, teachers not showing up to class is pretty normal, or at least it was in the colleges I went to. It happened more times than it did in high school, that's for sure. That's something to look forward to, seniors. Every time it does happen, there's always that one kid who will say, you know, there's a rule that if the teacher doesn't show up within the first 15 minutes of class, then you can leave. I don't know if that rule is true, but I'm not gonna look it up, because I like that rule, and I want it to be true. And I don't even go to college anymore, so why does it matter? So teachers not showing up, that's not too abnormal, but since this old guy told us he never missed a day of class in 20 years, we thought he died. But nope, he just missed a day. He showed up the 3rd day. I don't know what his excuse was because after I saw him, I thought, oh good, he's alive. And then I stopped paying attention because community college sucks. I'd say that my favorite teacher would be my 11th grade AP US history teacher. I liked him because it was obvious that he liked the material and he would teach us in a way that was fun and interesting. He was also a more laid back and generally a funny person. He's the teacher that I want to be. He gave me a compliment once that has always stuck with me. He was telling the class about the AP test, which is this super important open-ended essay test that we took at the end of the year, and if we did well on it, the grade would count for college credit. So like a week before the test, our teacher was preparing us and he said, guys, don't try and be funny on the AP test. The graders don't have a sense of humor. Except James. James can be funny on the test. Aww, that compliment made me so happy and confident. I don't know how serious my teacher was when he said that, and he probably doesn't even remember saying it, but I really appreciated it. I ended up getting a 3 on the test, which is only partial credit in select colleges, so maybe I'm not funny. That was 11th grade. In 12th, I took all AP classes, but I didn't take any of the AP tests. I was too apathetic. But I turned out fine. Actually, no. My favorite teacher is my 9th grade English teacher who emailed me and said he watches my videos. Hi, Mr. Batman. Sorry I plagiarized the Berlin Wall essay. I really wanted to talk about my 9th grade poetry teacher. Yes, I took choir, French, and poetry all in 9th grade. It was a preparatory school. That teacher was definitely something, but this video is getting too long, so I'll have to make a part 2.
Well, that's gonna do it for this video. It's me, James, and definitely not his friend Tim Tom recording the end screen because James, that's me, would never be that lazy. Make sure to go check out the merch store. There's 2 new plushies to check out. There's like this weird orange cat thing and a minimum wage employee who looks like he's just having a blast. Also, make sure to check out my friend Tim Tom's channel, youtube.com/TimTom. He's working on something that's better than any video I've ever made, and you should definitely subscribe to him. Remember to put on your seatbelt. Nailed it.
Introducing Thumbchucks, the skill toy you can play with day and night.
Skullcommon here, and no, you're not experiencing anything wrong with the video. I'm keeping it black on purpose for a moment. Now, let me start by saying that I was mulling on this topic for quite a while. Didn't help that I was taking finals at the same time. Yes, MatPat. At this point, it's a joke and a meme on my channel, and I'll rise up to the challenge to debunk any of his theories. I've gotten people telling me that I'm beating a dead horse, that I shouldn't do this, and that MatPat won't change at this point. Well, to that I say, you're absolutely right. That being said, while some projects are in the works to diversify my content, I am under the belief that if something comes up and I can add to the conversation, I will do it. In addition, I actually enjoy debunking MatPat and other theories when I can. It's like a game of darts for me at this point. It's just a way to enjoy myself as I practice deductive skills, researching, and practicing my editing skills so I can make much more enjoyable videos with his video, at least not with the theory, but rather with the 4-minute detour that he takes at the beginning of said video. Now, while I'm not above making jokes in this matter, this video will be slightly different, as I already said. You can expect some humor, but I need to be serious here so people don't twist my words into something that I'm not saying. With that out of the way, let's begin.
I gotta be honest with you, I'm scared of this game. So before we begin today's episode, I need to take a moment to level with you all, because it's time I pull back the curtain of the show a bit and address a couple things. Now don't get me wrong, I love this game. I really do, but doing episodes on Undertale have been some of the worst experiences that I've had in the 6 years of doing this show.
Going back to something I said on Twitter where I said I thought this was disingenuous, right off the bat I want to point this out. The background music. Now, you can probably consider this to be a nitpick, but I want to say this as it will play throughout the entire segment. There's nothing wrong with playing background music, mind you, but this sad piano music that you hear throughout the entire thing is giving me a bad vibe, and I get it. I get he's trying to be serious, but as I said on Twitter, I got the feeling that this was going to be used for something more. And this was one of the reasons why. The music sets the tone and doesn't help that it's a subconscious and emotional impact on the audience since it subtly makes you want to feel sympathetic. It's a tactic used in basic music theory and also presentations. Heck, this is how music works in movies too. But that's just a thought, and consider it to be null and void, I guess, or whatever. Back to the vid.
The first was Sans' Nest, a theory I was so excited to share with you. In fact, it was one of, if not my favorite episode that we had done of game theory to date, because it allowed me an opportunity to talk about one of my favorite franchises growing up, Earthbound, as well as one of my favorite modern franchises of Undertale. And it was a fun episode. Now, don't get me wrong, did I in any way think that this was canon lore to the series? No. Of course not. I didn't think that Sans is actually Ness, but at the end of the day, these are theories meant to get you to think about things from a different perspective. And let's be honest here, there are a lot of similarities between Earthbound and Undertale, okay? From visual design, to actual sound effects, to even the timelines of the games.
Oh boy, there's a lot to unpack here. It's perfectly fine if you want to connect the two games, yes, MatPat. You're right that the games do have a lot of similarities. But what I take umbrage with is the fact that you're willing to ignore facts. You're willing to make up connections based on the loosest of items, and you're willing to jump to conclusions based on the previous 2 points. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if you're trying to make a more comedic video, as you have demonstrated in the past. Hello, Mario is communist. But even if you want to get people to think from a different perspective, From where I'm standing, you're making it out to be acceptable that people should just ignore facts and context just so it can fit a narrative that you want. And I know someone in the comments is going to be like, but it's only a game. That does not matter. MatPat is trying to get people to think this way, and it's a dangerous way of thinking that I've seen spreading across this website. I'm not saying the entire blame is on MatPat, far from it, but he's certainly not helping in the matter by spreading it. I'd also like to point out that this really reeks of it's just a theory defense. You're still defending the video you made.
If you write anything on your computer, you need to get Grammarly.
I write pretty much all day, every day, and Grammarly makes my writing better.
As a student, I like that it's
Oh shit, there's new Infinite Warfare DLC. Hold on, let's check this out. Wait, where the fuck is my Infinite Warfare at? I was actually gonna jokingly launch it, but I ain't about to buy that. If I played even a little bit, I probably would have gotten it. I hardly even play the game that I like. Found a big ass bag of Swedish fish. I'm just gonna leave it there. Probably forever, unless I manage to just cave in and eat it while I just look at it. Which is actually very likely. Yesterday, YouTube failed to send notifications to a lot of people. Like, even after I uploaded, like, okay, every single time I don't upload, there's at least one. It's more than one, but I'm just gonna say one to make myself feel better. There's at least one person that just goes, "You fucking changed, dude! You should never miss uploads! Now you're a lazy piece of shit! I can upload 365 videos. It's unacceptable that you upload 350! I mean, to be fair, for the days that I actually have missed, I made up in double uploading for series. Just saying. Anyway, notifications didn't really send out yesterday, and can I please get onto MWR servers? Let me get on the fucking game so there's something going on. I wonder how Call of Duty is early in the day. Anyway, yeah, if you haven't seen yesterday's video, I played Injustice again, so if you do like Injustice, you can go and check that out. I tried out some Red Hood. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but damn. People have also been telling me to check the new things that are under my creative class. I can't find it. I don't know what the new thing under my creative class is. There's no kits, there's no new camos, I don't know. Holy shit, I am so tired. My shot is so off.
Our UAV is online. Double kill.
I mean, like, dude, do you realize what you're doing? I'm seeing everybody hit all these crazy-ass bangers with this S-Tac thing, and, I mean, a lot of it is done with ACOG, and if it's not done with ACOG, they're still doing that weird fucking thingy where they're just, like, running around just doing this whole YY thing. I don't want to do that just because it looks bad, but at the same time, it's kind of, I want to do it just so I'm able to hit something like that, but I think it'd be even better if I didn't actually play like that. I mean, honestly, who gives a fuck? I'm done. Yeah, so they finally did confirm the zombie shit over at Comic-Con, I think July 20th or whatever. Now, I just realized that it's, what, a month and a half or something like that? Until the World War II beta. For some reason, it felt like it'd be much further away than that.
Airstrike, standing by.
This YY shit is just, it's so weird. Michael Condrey also confirmed on Twitter that World War II will not have a theater mode. The DVR/PVR inside of, you know, all the next-gen consoles is basically, there's no point in it. He didn't say that, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the case for every future Call of Duty. Now, the thing is, the PS4 record and all that other shit is not so good quality. It's 30 FPS and all this other stuff, so that's a pretty bad thing for montages, but, I mean, it's not a deal breaker. There's been plenty of Call of Duties that have been successful without the theater mode, but it limits a lot of, like, you know, what editors can do, or at least it makes things harder. Everybody still finds ways around it and stuff like that. For most players and stuff, they're just worried about, you know, having their clips and stuff like that. But in the grand scheme of things, for montages, this is where, like, it hurts the most, I would say, for getting cinematics and all that other stuff. See, MWR doesn't have it, but you're able to have, like, COD 4 PC mods and stuff and be able to record the cinematics on there, so maybe World War II's PC version will be able to have some sort of, like, you know, theater mod or whatever to be able to just, you know, get good cinematics at least. It's just answering a whole bunch of shit on Twitter, like, you don't give a fuck right now. Share functionality on PS4 is very powerful for capturing and uploading. I understand that. I even talked about that before any of this shit was confirmed. Like, guy goes, 3 years to work on a game and no theater. This is pathetic. Glad there's supply drops, though. Supply drop joke. Hilarious. I guess Michael Condrey got mad and says, pick up a rifle and march in these boots with us. Then we can talk about pathetic. Hey, I'm just saying, I ain't never becoming no soldier. I'm not fit to be a soldier. I ain't dying. Technically speaking, being the only surviving male from my father, under my family's name, I can't be drafted. I think. Hold on, when the fuck is this beta? August 25th. Okay, so it's like yeah, it's a month and a half. Oh, that's so painful. I wish it was in just a month. Less than a month. I wish it was tomorrow. So bad. In the lobby and there's fucking martyrdom, shotgun dudes in our spawn, M16 guy prone fucking us. I mean, what the fuck? Also, I am extremely close. Extremely close to my goal on League of Legends, at least for the year anyway. Oh, we're gonna go to the depot. I am currently in Platinum 1. I was painfully close to actually hitting Diamond. So, rankings in League of Legends goes Bronze, Silver,
silver, gold, platinum, diamond, masters, and then challenger. Challenger and masters level is where you start, like, people start trying to recruit you to organizations and shit. It's crazy. There's crazy shit and crazy opportunity on League of Legends. Now, I don't want to be a pro player at all. I don't give a fuck. Even if I was rank 1, I don't give a shit. My boy Revenge over here, he had rank 1 on challenger ladder for the longest time, and he just said, fuck it, I don't want to do pro shit. He went with school stuff. I respect that. I feel that. And you guys know me. I am not big on school. I was never really... Nope, it's just not my thing. Now, currently my rank is Platinum 1. 2 days ago? No, yeah, 2 or 3 days ago, I ended up getting into my series, my Diamond series. And when you go up a full tier from, like, Gold to Platinum, or Bronze to Silver, or Silver to Gold, or something like that, in those big promotion games, not just moving up divisions, moving up a full tier, you end up having to play a best of 5. You have to win that best of 5. So you have to win 3 of the 5 games there. I ended up winning the first game, losing the next 2, winning the 4th game, and in game 5, I just get smashed. Like, no chance whatsoever that my team was actually gonna win that game, and it was real heartbreak for me. I contemplated just not playing the game for a good amount of time after that. This time I'm gonna try again tonight. It was all solo queue support, meaning it's a pretty respectable thing to do. I mean, people laugh at support, but solo queuing as support is horrible. I'm gonna go for it again this time. I'm gonna be duoing with somebody, because it's just, I'm not gonna sit here and deal with it. I'm gonna be playing with somebody that I know is, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Fucking dumb. Once I hit diamond, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. My goals were to make for Jebber 3, hit level 1000 on this game, which I'm over that now, and hit diamond on League of Legends, and after that, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sitting around waiting for World War II. I don't know, who knows? Maybe after I hit diamond 5, I'll still be hungry, and I'll try to go for, you know, a higher rank in diamond. I'm not gonna hit Masters this season, no fucking way. Masters is where the game gets, like, serious. I know Diamond 1, Diamond 2 is, pretty competitive as well. Anyway, yeah, it just felt like playing some Call of Duty today, just talking, just the usual, you know, the classic. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna play some Friday the 13th. Be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. My most recent videos are popping up on the screen here, and, yeah. It's been Jeb, guys. Later.
Fast foodies know the best mornings start with a gourmet breakfast. And now you can get steak and beef with savory.
Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Jeff, and welcome to a Black Ops 3 video. I figured I would just, you know, play a little bit of Black Ops 3 in preparation for Infinite Warfare. The fact that I could land both of those shots right there, just, I impressed myself. I'm seeing everybody hit these fucked up clips in Fracture, so I figured, you know, I'm gonna be playing Fracture now. I mainly just played the shit out of Ground War and Free For All and stuff on all the other Call of Duties, and, like, you know, obviously drops on an MW3, but apparently Fracture is that game mode on here, so I'm probably not gonna hit jack shit during this video, but you know what? Jesus, that's obnoxious. Holy shit. Also, EGL sent me this giant-ass box. I don't know exactly what's in it. Fuck is that? The shit ton of clothes today. Is there something in here, or am I just cutting this open for no reason? I don't wear lanyards anymore because it reminds me of school. Got a phase shirt, another phase shirt, another... Holy shit. Did they just send me everything in the apparel store? They want me to give it to my family or something? I will not put my grandma in a phase shirt. Not that I hate phase or something. It's just I wouldn't be able to handle... No. Absolutely not. Honestly, Black Ops 3, man, I like Black Ops 3. This game is cool as shit. It's just, I can see people like Spratty and Kitty and all of them coming back to this game. I mean, then again, they're probably just gonna be the same way with Infinite Warfare, where they're just like, nope, we're sticking to the new game. This is how you grow. This is how you be doing this shit. Just become a beast and adapt to it. That's kind of what I want to do with Modern Warfare Remastered. I kind of want to stick to that game for the whole year instead of going back to MW3, MW2. But who knows, actually. People might end up hating it, or like the COD 4 elitist people that have been playing the game for like 20 years and talk shit to people or whatever. I don't know. It all really depends on, like, you know, what people like watching and all that shit, but I'm gonna tell you guys a story, okay? It's honestly, it's very embarrassing, and I already kind of tweeted about it, but you know what? I'm gonna tell the whole story, all right? Now, as a YouTuber, day in and day out, you know, I see things, you know, mainly like 95% shit, maybe even 98% really positive things said. I remember why I stopped playing this game. Anyway, as a YouTuber, I hear basically every single day about how cool I am, how awesome everybody thinks I am. Got girls tweeting at me and saying like really weird shit. A lot of it's really just to get attention, but saying really weird stuff. So I'm a happy guy, okay? And I am, you know, even though my self-esteem isn't, you know, very high, I don't think I'm a very ugly person. It's not that I think I'm the most attractive person in the world or some shit like that, right? But I don't think I'm like the ugliest. In middle school, dude, I hated myself. I hated myself, and then like, like, you know, I really thought I was depressed, you know what I mean? I went through like that whole phase where, you know, you think you're depressed. Everybody kind of goes through some sort of, you know, mental struggle where they're really down on themselves. I don't want to call it depression, just, you know, for the people that are really sensitive about it. And I don't want to sound ignorant to anybody that actually has like a real, you know, problem. But back then I really hated myself. Now, you know, the internet and you guys and just everything, this whole situation, this whole experience has made me, in a sense, a little bit stronger. Just mentally, I've just, you know, I've been able to harden myself over the years, over, you know, the bad things that people say about me, which I usually wouldn't have had said about me, you know, if I was never in front of as many people as I am. But last night I was playing League of Legends, okay? And you don't even need to know shit about League of Legends to, you know, understand this whole story. It's just, that's the game I was playing. So I was playing League of Legends last night. Okay, so in League of Legends, the community has this big thing where they're really against toxicity. They're really against basically people saying anything very negative about anybody else in the game. It's basically anything that is even considered mean is considered toxic, which is like, it's almost like a sin there. It's insane. Like, compared to the Call of Duty community, the shit that people be saying around here, that's the norm here. And on League of Legends, you could get banned, like legit banned off of the game for like calling somebody shit at the game. You could get a chat restriction at first, getting warnings and stuff. I've had multiple chat restrictions just from like talking shit to people. And I know if, you know, any of the League of Legends players out there, you know, come to this video and they're like, oh, typical Call of Duty guy always talking shit. And it's just, it's not that I'm like always sitting around just talking shit for no reason. It's not like I want to argue with people. It's just, it ends up happening because people just start saying like really ignorant shit and, you know, I just get pissed off and I'm just like, you're a fucking idiot. Anyway, last night I was playing a ranked game, okay? And it's not going to be me like, you know, blaming anybody specifically for our team's loss, okay? So our team loses, okay? And there's a guy that decided to play mid lane Riven, okay? And you don't even need to know what that means, but it's basically, it's not a very popular pick and people consider things like that, you know, a troll pick, even though it can be completely viable and all this other shit. All of that aside, it's not the most popular pick, and my team started flaming this one dude. They were like, mid lane Riven, are you fucking serious? I'm the type of guy to sit there and just be like, hey, if they're confident in themselves playing it, they can play. I don't really give a shit. I mean, unless it's something like completely stupid, like AD mid Syndra or some shit, then, you know, I'm fine. So I didn't say anything. My team was already flaming this one dude from the start. Yeah, I wasn't flaming him because I usually give people the benefit of the doubt. I've had times where I've looked at people and just been like, I'm not really sure about that pick, dude. And then they end up carrying the shit out of me. So it's like, you know, I just kind of hold back, don't say anything, don't want to tilt the person already before the game even starts, you know, just get them in a bad mood already, just because of their pick. So we get into this game, okay, and immediately the guy just starts playing very bad. He starts making really bad decisions. The matchup that he's in is just very bad for him. It's just, it's a losing matchup. He ends up being like 0-6 by 15 minutes, and it's just as Riven. And if you don't even need to know what it means, it's just, it's very bad, okay? It's very, very bad. I think he got destroyed by Lux. Obviously, every single time this guy is dying, right, my whole team flames the shit out of him. Like, oh, well, that's what you get for your stupid pick. They start getting like really personal with it and shit, saying like, you're garbage, didn't matter like what you were gonna pick, you're trolling us and all this other stuff, right? So they're telling the other people to report this guy for trolling us. And yes, it's a reportable offense in League of Legends to troll people. They start flaming this guy, and okay, since our team is at, you know, a huge disadvantage because it's basically 1v5, I'm the only one that's just not talking in the entire game. The rest of my team is flaming the one guy that's feeding his ass off. And in the process of everybody, you know, talking shit to the guy, they're hardly even playing the game. They're just sitting in Fountain just telling the other team to end the game. Okay, now this is where it gets very bad, okay? The enemy team ends the game, okay? And every single time that they ended up killing people, especially even me, somebody who wasn't saying shit in all chat saying, oh, report this guy, you guys are so lucky this guy was trolling and all this other shit. Don't get me wrong, I am toxic when motherfuckers want to talk shit. I will talk shit back. I have my chat restrictions for a reason. But the other team just kept talking shit like they played a legit match like 5v5. They're acting like they genuinely beat us. They didn't beat us. We were completely handicapped and they're acting as if like they beat us fair and square. How the fuck do you beat a team where it's basically 1v5? And I'm support, mind you guys, so I'm not carrying. Especially 1v5. I was like, guys, it's a handicap. It was basically like 4v5. And everybody just started flaming. And this one dude on the other team just started talking all this shit. Saying things like, oh, it wouldn't have mattered if he was trolling or not. You're fucking garbage. Saying all this stuff. And I'm sitting there like, okay, motherfucker, you want this verbal abuse. I'm sitting there like bragging about winning this game. It's like bragging about getting an A on a test that doesn't have any questions on it. You are fucking stupid. So I just started talking all this shit to this dude because he was talking shit to me. And usually these arguments, I end up leaving these arguments feeling at least like, you know, I got my point across. I feel like, you know, I won in that sense. I'm able to leave the argument like, yeah, now shut the fuck up and stop talking shit. Usually, sometimes things just go south, and boy, did this one go south. This guy I fucked with the wrong I fucked with the wrong guy. This guy roasted the ever-living shit out of me. And usually when I'm in lobbies, I get, you know, usually when, you know, after I got into Platinum, I have people that recognize me in Platinum that are, you know, I would say like 50% of the time, okay? And the guy that I was arguing with in a lobby, okay? So this is the after game lobby, okay? All of my team has left. It's just this guy and another guy on his team left that are just talking shit to me. The other guy wasn't really saying much. He was just sitting there watching, I guess, because he thought it was funny, which it, you know, it was. So as this guy's talking shit to me, the other guy in the lobby, I guess, knew who I was. And he says, you know who you're talking shit to, right? The guy's like, oh, bro, I don't give a fuck who he is and all this other shit. And the guy's like, oh, it's FaZe Jev, though, right? He tells him it's FaZe Jev. He's like, I don't give a fuck how many subs you got, bro. I don't give a shit. I don't know why him telling him who I was going to, like, change this dude's mind. It didn't matter who I was. He was talking shit and he was set on it. So with this guy telling him basically who I was, he ends up, like, searching for me on YouTube and Twitter and all this other shit. And this dude just starts roasting the ever-living shit out of my appearance. It was so bad. This dude was like, why are your eyes drooping? He was like, why you got a neck beard? Why are your cheeks so fat and round? You got the roundest face I ever seen. You are a droopy-eyed, neck-bearded hamster. And I sat there after he was saying all this shit, like, and I'm sitting there like, he's right. This dude made me all self-conscious and shit. He's got me sucking my cheeks in now. He's got me shaving my neck. I don't know why he called it a neck beard. It's not a neck beard. Stop. I'm capable of growing a neck beard. Trust me. I had one. And then this dude is sitting there talking about my eyes drooping. I don't have, my eyes aren't drooping. They're lined up. I don't have anything like, you know, drooping over my, I don't know what this guy's talking about. I mean, I've had people ask me if I was like Asian before because, you know, whenever I smile and stuff like that, like, I guess I just look Asian to them. I don't think so. I think when everybody's like, you know, smiling and laughing and shit, everybody's like this. But I mean, this dude just roasted the ever-living shit out of me. And I didn't even make this video to like have people tell me that like I'm beautiful or something like that, to like try to make myself Alright, what's going on, guys? Beautiful or something like that, to like try to make myself feel better. Like,
how many sides does a pentagon have?
5.
What causes disease?
Bacteria.
How many letters are in the alphabet?
26.
Take your time. Focus on the equation. You're going to do great.
I love you.
I love you so much.
What if only the smartest boys and girls got to live here?
We are the #1 most educated population in 196 countries.
You'll have 2 hours to complete the test. All grades are final. Here are the results. No.
Okay, let's go.
Lena Michaels. What?
Ellie Harper.
We have to do something, Dad.
I'm sorry, son. My hands are tied.
If my dad wants to stand by this system, he's gonna have to stand by a system that put his own son to death.
Get the hell out of here.
System is down. Commence containment mode.
There is a story developing at Vista Point High School.
Something's not right. There's no way I failed that test.
Oh my God, Lena.
Kellen, can you help me?
You need to see this.
We're going live right now. I need to find where they keep the test.
Take her to the thinning.
There are those that say the thinning is barbaric. Is it barbaric to be the best? If you don't support our great society, then you are a parasite.
We're in this together.
Do you know what we do with parasites? We wash them out!
Are we approved to commence the thinning?
You are approved.
The thinning.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Doomfist. Well, he's no longer a legend. He's real. He's in the game. He's stolen back his fist from the people of Numbani on the same day that this channel hit 2 million subscribers. Doomfist was added into the PTR, and I am here today to try him out and kick some serious Numbani butt, or more accurately, punch some Numbani butt, judging by the massive fist attached to his right arm. Now, Doomfist is an incredibly interesting and unique hero, and I've actually gotten the chance to jump in and try him out a little while ago. I actually visited Blizzard HQ about a month ago and gave him a bit of a shot. So hopefully I can bring some of that old knowledge I got when I was playing there into this game and actually make a pretty decent showing of what Doomfist can do. Now, essentially, the really interesting thing about Doomfist, for me at least, is that his main ability isn't really as we're just punching that soldier off the cliff. Absolutely brutal. The interesting thing about Doomfist for me isn't that he actually, well, he punches people, but it's the fact that his main damage dealing ability isn't this shotgun you have on his arm right there. It's actually that charged up punch, which is one of his cooldown abilities, which is kind of unique for any hero in Overwatch. Most people rely on their primaries. Doomfist, well, he, you know, big shock there, relies on his fists. So that is exactly what we're going to be showing off today. Now, his abilities are first up, uppercut, which allows him to kind of punch people up into the air, and is also great just for general mobility. This kind of leaping ability, which deals an arcing cone, and then, obviously, the massive Doomfist, which can be charged up, and the longer you charge it, well, the more damage it deals, and the further it knocks people back. And the way it deals its damage is you have an initial damage dealt, which is from... Oh, can we get the honor? The answer is no. You get an initial amount of damage which is dealt from when he impacts people, but the main amount is actually triggered when he knocks people into walls. That is where... Oh boy, we need to get out of here right now. They've got a Widowmaker on my butt. Okay, get over here, Mercy. You're good. You're Gucci. You're Gucci. Just stay right there. Okay, here we go. Can we get that Diva? Yes, we can! Oh, but we didn't get the follow-up. Oh, this isn't good. This is not good. Let's get out of here. Okay, we're safe again. Let's back up. Now, you might notice I also invested in the Golden Fist. So, as I was saying, about the punching ability is that to actually get the massive amount of damage, you need to knock people into a wall after punching them, which can actually be kind of hard to do. It's a lot like Reinhardt's charge. You really need to think about where you're punching people and what angle you're doing it from. And now, finally, his ultimate launches Doomfist up into the air and then brings him back down to land on people's heads and deals a massive amount of damage. More right in the center and then kind of arcing out the further away from the middle of the impact zone that the enemy is. As we almost punch the Diva off the cliff, I want to try and punch another person off, man. It was just, that was so satisfying, and I think we're going to pop my ultimate right here. Let's go. Now we're going to try and figure out where that Anna is going to be, and she is going to be right there, but no! As you can see, it's another pretty high skill ability, and you really need to aim it well. Otherwise, well, I mean, you're not going to get much done. That said, the ability to combo it, especially with stuff like Xayah, can lead to some pretty interesting stuff. All right, let's get back up to the high ground. We got to start punching people through here. Where is that? Oh, I can hear a Widowmaker somewhere. I can hear a Widowmaker somewhere. We're going to get ready to punch the Diva in the face. There we go. And they are down. Oh my god, man. We are slaughtering right now. Doomfist feels amazing. Alright, should we pop ourselves in here? See if we can find someone. I don't know what this weird, like, lighting thing is going on at the moment, but should we see? Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good. And we are out of here. As you can see, that was the enemy Doomfist trying to trigger his ultimate on me. Luckily, we were able to launch ourselves up into the sky and get out of there before he could. Okay, well, before he could do too much damage and before he could kill himself. All right, let's see whether or not we can get a bit of a punch off right there. Oh my god, that Ana just got completely destroyed. And I'm hoping that maybe Mercy is about to follow her to the grave. And it looks like she is going to do exactly that. All right, Doomfist is down as well. Let's turn this puppy around. And I can see 76 just through here. Where is he? Where is he? Well, we're going to have to settle for the Ana for now. And he's down, but I'm down too. No. Oh my god. That was an absolutely insane Doomfist life right there, guys. And I think we might even be about to come in and win the game here. But we've got one more Meteor Punch to pull off. And now let's see whether or not we can get something good with it. There seems to be a bit of a bug happening in the PTR right now, where Doomfist charge up punch won't work properly after death. But let's slide ourselves in here and take out the No! Oh my god, this is just not working the way I want it to right now. Okay, come on, Ana. Get back here. We're gonna punch one of these people up in the air. We're gonna punch the Widowmaker off the cliff. And we are going to take out 76. I've said it now. It has to happen in the victory screen. Come on. There we go. Oh my god, guys. That was absolutely freaking insane. But it's not over. We got play of the game. And now it's time to attack. And hopefully we can get a bit more of a long round happening here. Just the part where you punch the soldier off the cliff was so good. Get that man to a legendary. I've got no shame voting for myself. Come on. It's Doomfist. There you go, people. This fist punched that OR-15 into that wall. That's really cool. And I really wish, actually, that he actually left those massive craters when he punched heroes into walls. Alright, here we go. Round 2. Let's do this. It's time to get in there. Oh my god. Okay, they got a 76 up on the high ground. And they've got a monkey and an... Oh my god. Okay. They got a lot of people there. That's the point. Let's see whether or not we can punch that monkey a little bit more. Then I am going to go all the way in and see what we can do. That's the entire enemy team right there. And I don't know if that's the kind of thing that I want to get involved in. Okay, monkey.
Another CS.
We got Frig. Came with an A, so if anyone wants that, you can have it. We don't need it. Next up, we got another place to poop right there. We got laundry. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the stairs leading up to a couple people. Here we go. Oh, snap. This is it. Who are we going to first? Hey! What's up, bro?
You ever have a problem building a chair? I do.
So, this is Lex's room, guys. He's having some issues. He's been building this for like an hour now. Yeah. But this is the man. Shit. The man himself. He's back for the summer.
This shit won't go in, bro.
Alright. So I'm gonna show the people around here.
I think I have a light up counter. I'm not totally sure though.
Really?
Yeah. There's my lights
Just dude, it just went right on.
Oh.
I didn't even have to touch anything, it just went right on.
Yeah,
so this is the bathroom. This is where Lex poops. Mr. T-Lexify microphone. Dude, it's legendary. I should
have brought the other puffs on it.
Oh, you got all the colors, right?
Yeah. But they're all at home,
that's dope. We got Bruh Frog, the legendary Bruh Frog shirt. Hey, anyways, so that's
a bunch of garbage. But
and a lot of garbage. It's looking good though. It's looking good.
It's about me.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Oh, hey. What up?
Welcome to my room.
Welcome to my crib. So Matt's got the master bedroom, as you guys can see. It's just a little bit bigger than everyone else's room, but Matt was the guy who got this house, and he came visited our dude, so we gave him the nice room. So.
I'm actually watching your stream right now.
Oh hey, what's up? Oh my god, dude, look at that.
Look at that.
Wow, I love it. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
So here we go. This is Matt's sexy desk as well. Looking real.
It came with.
Looking real nice. Yeah. And then the view, man. The friggin' view. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Anyways, Matt's got stuff on stuff on stuff. Like this man. We got to move out in a few days, but he took it. I think Lex broke something.
You having trouble there, man? You need some help? This is a lot of fun. You gotta save a man. This is a good experience.
You broke it.
No, I know, but like,
oh, you're supposed to.
Just comes right in. It just fell off. Don't worry. I'm trying to get this screw in. This is a bitch.
Okay.
Like,
I see.
You have to fucking like push this thing. Fucking. You want to put it like this? You gotta like. Where's the screw? I have the screw, so it has to
Two
go
grown men
in
struggle
the
to
hole.
fix chair.
Put it in. It looks like it's pretty much. Yeah, it looks
All right,
like it's in, right?
I'm gonna move on here. I'm gonna just show you guys the rest of Matt's room. So here's his.
Some places charge you $4 whole for a deal like this. Well, we got beef with that. And fries, and pie, and a drink for just $3. The 4 for...
Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Chev, and welcome to another Q&A. This Q&A is for 1.6 million subscribers. I feel like I just did the 1.5 million subscriber thing like a month ago or something like that. The fact that we've gained like 100,000 subscribers in like around a month or something like that is just, it's ridiculous. So just thank you guys so much. We're doing the usual. I asked you guys to ask me questions on Twitter using the hashtag JevQA, and this is what we got. Russentus asks, how different would your life be if you actually paid attention in school? For those of you guys that don't know, I was not the best student in the world. I mean, obviously I passed, I graduated like high school and everything, but never went to college. College just never really passed my mind. At one point I did really think about it, but then I just kept doing YouTube, and then it just was too fun for me to do, so I was just like, fuck it, got a regular old job and just did this at the same time. This is where we're at now. Honestly, if I had done better in school, it may have actually inspired me to go to college, and maybe I wouldn't have done YouTube as much as I do now. That might not be true. I can't really tell if I would have found some other like passion or something like that, like in school, as opposed to this. I feel like I wouldn't be able to find anything that I love more than playing video games. It would have been really different if I didn't continue with YouTube, for sure. AKG asks, are you ready to break our keyboards and controllers tonight on Dark Souls 3? Yep, I am. I'm actually downloading it right now. Dark Souls 3 playable in 7 hours, 56 minutes. A lot of people are gonna ask me, like, why am I not playing on PC? Obviously, games are better on PC than they are on console. I don't have any, like, real good way of recording PC. 7 hours, 56 minutes. A lot of people are gonna ask me, like, why am I not playing on PC? Keyboards and controllers tonight on Dark Souls 3. Yep, I am. I'm actually downloading it right now. Dark Souls 3 playable in 7 hours, 56 minutes. A lot of people are gonna ask me, like, why am I not playing on PC? Obviously, games are better on PC than they are on console. I don't have any, like, real good way of recording PC games. It just seems like, I don't know, that I don't have, like, the setup for it. I need to get, like, this fancy little stand where the microphone, like, comes over with, like, a boom mic and all that shit. All the stuff that all these other YouTubers have. I'm just so casual. My setup is so basic. And honestly, I don't even know where I would have this microphone hanging from. There's nothing to attach it to. Not even the desk, because it's, like, way too wide. Pop filter over top of it and everything, too. I have no idea what I would do. So when I'm playing, you can hear it, like, clicking and all that other shit. It's just better for me to play it on a console. Ree asks, or Rihanna? Rye? I'm not sure. Fuck, I messed it up. I don't know. Says, what is your favorite game at the moment and any upcoming games that you're thinking of playing? Well, tomorrow I'm actually going to be uploading Dark Souls 3. Once it comes out tonight, I'm going to be playing it, and then I'm just going to like put the video together and stuff. It'll be up tomorrow. That'll be another series next to UFC, next to Call of Duty, and just all of that other shit. I'm happy that there are finally games out that I can play that are other than Call of Duty, or just like not completely like overplayed games like the Impossible game where I've made like 20,000 videos on that game. People still actually ask for another part of that game. I'm never playing Impossible game again. Awoken Dog asks, what would you do if your YouTube channel got deleted? I would just make another one. It's as simple as that. And if it ever got to a point to where, like, I don't know, I'm banned or some shit like Keemstar is. I know Keemstar, like, found some sort of loophole or some shit like that to, like, be able to still be making YouTube videos and still being paid for it and shit. Obviously, still be able to make a living and all that. I'll probably do the same thing that he's doing. I'll just keep making other ones or just find some sort of loophole, and yeah, that's it. Jake asks, you open a lemonade stand right next to the rival lemonade stand. What tactics do you use to outcompete the other stand? I'm probably trying to find, like, 1 or 2 people, like a boy and a girl, that are both, like, attractive, that have really good people skills, like as far as, you know, working, like maybe they worked in retail or something like that before. There's no way I could have worked a retail job. There's no fucking way. I'm too much of a smart ass to do that kind of shit. I say shit under my breath all the time. It's just, no, it's just be bad. I would get 2 people like that so we seem more professional than the other stand, and then, I don't know, sell dildos or some shit without fuck. On a serious note, this is what I would do, especially I've done this like in video games, MMOs and stuff when I fuck with markets. I just make all of my shit cheaper. I just make my prices lower than everybody else's. That's all I do. Mentor says, Gamma Challenge. Okay. Well, I'm not really sure if I was the original person that did the first Gamma Challenge. I know I was one of the first people, but I feel like I know when the Cinnamon Challenge was going around, and then one night I was just sitting there playing with my friend, and then I was just like, hey, why don't I just try it with Gamma? And then I did it, and then I know a whole bunch of people did it afterwards. Maybe 1 or 2 people did it before me. I have no idea. Here, let me just look it up. Gamma Challenge. 1 year ago on Blaziken's channel, December 2014. When was mine done? Mine was done in April of 2014. Rug did one, January 25th. This guy did this one 3 days ago. Dap did one in December 2014. Censor did one 9 months ago. Dap also did one in August. Holy fuck, how many times has he done? I don't know, I'm not gonna claim on the first one, but whatever. So I'll put a warning here like I did the first time. Do not do this stupid shit. You can choke and it's just not fun. You sit there, watch, and laugh at me. Don't do this stupid shit. So basically the challenge is the same thing as everything else. You get a thing full of gamma. We got the kiwi strawberry flavor. It bothers me that it says kiwi strawberry, not strawberry kiwi. Take it all filled up, and then you basically just have to put it in your mouth, and you have to just swallow it. That's all. No coughing, no throwing up, none of that shit. If you do it, you win. If you don't, obviously you lose. Got more gamma here to wash it down. This doesn't sound like a good idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. 3, 2, I think I could actually do this. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I can't breathe. I can't. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that tastes so bad. Why does it taste so much worse when it's not in blood?
I didn't even get it all in. Made a chicken patty to get rid of the taste. I just sat here for 13 minutes and watched Markiplier's video in the middle of my own video. Talking about how YouTube has changed and like all of this other shit, and meanwhile I'm gonna go with this completely original idea of doing a Q&A. Alright, so that's the end of the Q&A. Honestly, I don't know how long this video is actually going to be because I spent like half an hour cleaning up shit and watching Markiplier's video in the middle of doing this whole thing. I'm not sure how much you guys are actually going to see. This may be a little bit shorter than, you know, other Q&As that I have done, but I always...
It's been exactly a year since I've joined Faith. It's been a great year. I've got a lot more subscribers.
Get ready, 'cause here I come.
One last thing, I'd like to introduce our new social.
Oh! And a bad crash there! Big time contact!
ให้อยู่ในติดนั้นไปก่อนละครับพยายามที่จะเร่งขึ้นมาโอ้ยแล้วมีการชนกันเกิดขึ้นครับ
That's why I don't go go-karting. That was basically me. What you just saw, that video, that wasn't me in the video. But I know if I go go-karting, that's gonna happen to me. I've gone once, I'm about to tell you the story. PewDiePie, if it wasn't for you, I would have named this video How I Almost Died, because I almost died that day, okay? 5 years ago, I told this story in a video. It was the very first story time I've ever told. I actually named the video How I Almost Died 5 years ago. So PewDiePie, 5 years ago I named it that. It wasn't even clickbait back then, it was just the truth, because I almost did die. But today I'm gonna be telling you guys the story of a go-kart accident I got into, and you know, this is why I haven't gone go-karting. I haven't gone since this day. So it's been 5 years and I haven't gone go-karting. It looks fun, I'd love to go, but I'm honestly scarred for life. Before we get into the story, we're gonna...
It's been exactly a year since I've joined FaZe. It's been a great year. Got a lot more subscribers than I thought I would have gotten. And just thanks for liking and favoring and subscribing everything for the past year. Hopefully you guys stay active and keep going for a couple more years. And special thanks to FaZe Temper for recruiting me back in March last year. That was around before FaZe even had 100K, so I've been in FaZe for a while now. It's been fun, so thanks guys for watching. See you later.
Alright, what's going on guys? Today I have a cool video for you guys. So today is actually my 5
The Senate committee will now hear from Jacob Lawson, Climate ISS Chief Coordinator. May the record reflect that he was nearly 1 hour late.
Yeah, sorry about that. I literally had to fly in from outer space.
Thanks to a system of satellites, natural disasters have become a thing of the past. We can control our weather. Mr. President, one of our thermospheric satellites malfunctioned over Afghanistan. So your proposal is what?
We shut down all satellites.
I don't need to remind all of you how many people died from catastrophic climate conditions.
Make sure there's no further incidents.
Are you going back up to space?
I'm coming back, I promise.
Have a safe trip, sir.
Just don't touch anything.
Main engine start.
This is Mr. Jake Lawson.
The Jake Lawson?
You look much older than I would have thought. I mean, you look good. Am I getting fired?
My access has been blocked.
So satellite has a bad comm, that happens.
Not a satellite. All of them.
This wasn't a malfunction. It was intentional.
There's potential for catastrophic weather events on a global scale.
A geostorm. We have to shut the system down.
The only one who has the kill codes is the president.
I need your help.
You're soliciting a Secret Service agent. Seriously? We're kidnapping the president in a self-driving cab.
Jake, if you can't stop it, no one can. 3, 2, 1.
Come on, baby. You realize you're committing treason?
Oh, yeah, I kidnapped the president. I've stolen state secrets. Yeah, anything I'm forgetting, honey?
Honey.
Hold on!
Out of here.
Oh, hey, look, there's an Asian guy in this movie. Wonder if he's gonna be doing any Yep, doing kung fu. Some probably insulted his family. Take him out.
Or his dog.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I bet you that every single person in America thinks that Asian people are good at, like, what? Math?
Piano.
Martial arts.
That's about it, actually.
That's
No,
it.
that's
Yeah,
No,
yeah, that's it. So ridiculous.
I know. I can do like literally none of those things. Such a stereotype. I hate it.
All right, well, I'm going to my karate class.
Oh, you guys still on wax on?
No, we moved to waxing off.
We're learning grasshopper.
Hey, take out the trash later, alright?
Alright, dude.
Whoa. Wallet and phone. Hey! Wallet and phone.
Sorry, I don't want any trouble, but I don't have my wallet on me. It's back in my place.
That's bullcrap, man. I will cut it out of your... Holy shit. Is that the karate? Are you one of them kung fu guys?
What if I told you I was? What if I told you I knew kung fu and wushu and jujitsu, all the ooze? I have black belts in all those.
No, I don't want to mess with no ninja.
Yeah, you know, Jet Li. It's a little pussy compared to what I can do.
I'm sorry. I don't want no trouble. Here's my wallet. I'm sorry. Don't follow me home.
Holy crap. I know kung fu. I can't believe that worked. I know kung fu.
Watch where you're going.
No, you watch where you're going.
Careful, kid. I know kung fu.
So do I.
Oh shoot, he called my bluff.
Holy crap. Does he really know kung fu?
Fine. Let's do this.
OMG, 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 OMG,
You know, it was just an accident. There's really no reason to fight over this.
Yeah, I agree, man. My sensei says I should never fight in anger.
Yeah, mine too. Who's your sensei?
Me? Oh, my sensei. My sensei is Goku-san. What about you?
It's Zordon.
Zordon? I thought I saw the Zordon school in there. Zordon's great.
Yeah, he has a big head. Well, you fight you fight honorably.
Yeah, you do too. Yeah. Right. Okay. We gotta go. All right. I'm unstoppable. Hey! I'm carjacking you. So you better give me your keys before I lay down some 9th level Shaolin monk.
Shut the f up! You must be on some goddamn mind approaching me with that whack ass kung fu shit. You know the f I am?
No.
Yeah, that's right, you don't. I'm a black man in a motherfucking alley. You don't think I have a burner?
God, I don't even know.
Well, get the f out of here before I have to break you off for the 3rd time. And your punk ass might be worth. Sorry, but just shut the f up. Oh my gosh, that was exhilarating. I gotta call someone. I can't believe that worked. Lucille, you don't believe this happened? Lucille, you won't believe this happened. I just punked someone.
Dude, the first meme is actually you guys.
Oh snap! I'm live
The first
streaming.
meme is actually you guys.
I'm live streaming. Hello, people. Oh snap! I'm live
The first
streaming.
meme is actually
Oh
you
my
guys.
gosh! And I have 3 likes on it. Why? I'm live streaming. Come on. Hello, I'm accidentally live streaming and it's better than my I'm live
The first
streaming.
meme is actually
Oh
you
my
guys.
gosh! Look. I'm accidentally and I have 3 likes on it. YouTube. Why? And I have 3 likes compared to how many likes I normally get. Come on. Hello, I'm accidentally live streaming and it's better than my I'm live
The first
streaming.
meme is actually
Oh
you
my
guys.
gosh! Look. I'm accidentally and I have 3 likes on it. YouTube. Why? And I have 3 likes compared to how many likes I normally get. Oh my goodness, I'm just scrolling by YouTube stuff. Blah, yada, yada. Hey, the Mormons are here. Or not here, but so one of them just walked here. Ah, crap. I done got caught live streaming. Wait, hold on. That one also? Did I press in? Woo! Ah. Okay, this is the actual one I meant. Holy crap. Oh, they're running out of it. Oh, this is gold. This is pile gold. Woo! Ah. Okay, this is the actual one I meant. Holy crap. Oh, they're running out of it. Oh, this is gold. This is pile gold. Oh, I forgot the button to start streams was. Okay, this is the actual one I meant. Crap. Crap, I did a settings or if I touched the button. Oh, this is gold. This is pile gold. Oh, wow. Oh, I forgot the button to start streams was. Okay, this is the actual one I meant. Crap. Okay, while I still have my stream left. Well, I actually have my stream going. What? Why? Why am I live? What button was it? That one. First off, why do I have 2 OBS yips? One was Gmod and one has an odd ones out photo. I am live. Oh, holy crap. Wow. I skipped 3.
Vibe. And just the character design and the way the Skeksis are eating, it just comes off as unnerving. A lot. And years later, I learned that the movie they were watching was Jurassic Park.
I wanted to, and I bought a few cheap games that were under the price range of $20. Like, I bought something for $10.
The more you know.
Now I turn off my PS4.
That just says how stupid I am.
Human being. Standard primary weapon, no BS. Desert Eagle.
Actually, since I have you here, have you seen the film Interstellar? I watched it recently, and in the movie they use a wormhole, a shortcut through space and time to travel much more quickly, ostensibly time traveling. And that got me thinking about a problem, a complication with time travel. Paradoxes, like the bootstrap paradox, which has been used.
I am dumb, I am dumb, dumb. So that whole stream I was watching YouTube and just God almighty. I was live streaming at. I can live stream at the. What? Okay, that was weird. That is weird. Open OBS.
OBS Studio 64bit
Oh
or
my
OBS
gosh, I
Studio
have two
32bit.
full-length live streams of me. Stop